Okay, so welcome guys to another episode of Kickstart with Rohan. And in this episode, we will be not talking about the engineering field, but we will be shifting our views towards another professional fields, which is one of the fastest growing in the Indian education system, that is the architecture. So for this episode, we have our guest. Please welcome Ms. Anustrita Kundu. Welcome Anustrita to my show. Thanks for accepting the invitation. And
It's my pleasure, sir.
she's one of my junior from my tuition batch, and presently she is pursuing his degree from Pilumudi College of Architecture, Kotok, Odisha. And presently he's in the fifth year and is working as an intern for Creative Architects Combined Private Limited. So if you are an aspirant of architecture field, if you want to pursue your career in the architecture field, so this episode is for you. We will be having a discussion of all over the overview of this curriculum courses, what are going to be. You will be studying all this in your 5-year courses. So we'll be having a chat with him. So welcome once again, Anustrita, to my show. And first, the question I will ask to you, just to have a overview of the this course or the curriculum that you have undergone so far.
Okay, hello everyone. So architecture is basically a stream of engineering itself, and it's kind of civil engineering only, because here you deal with buildings, the design, the aesthetics of the buildings, and not the structural part of the buildings. So in architecture you get to study all variety of how to design a building, how to plan a building according to their uses, like residential buildings, institutional building, how you will differentiate them, and this is where architects work. And then for the structural part, the civil engineers get to do that. So it's actually a part of engineering itself, architecture.
Okay. And is there any kind of specialization that is in engineering fields? We have engineering fields, we have CSC, IT. So is there any kind of field of specialization in this particular degree?
Yeah, there are a lot of specialization in this field of architecture. Like one can pursue architecture in bachelor course and then go to shift to different streams like landscape architecture, who work on the landscape part of every buildings, every grounds, everything. Then we also have planning departments. We have interior designings, who deal with the interior of any house, of any spaces, you might say. So there are a lot of streams that you can pursue. Sustainable architecture, who works on how to bring down the whole energy of the building, so that to cut down the cost of the building. So there are a lot of specification one can take. Like, so basically you have to study bachelor of architecture, you have to have the degree of bachelor of architecture, and once you pass out, then you have a lot of scope to
Okay.
pursue one single, you can take one single subject as your main
Specialization.
specialization.
Yeah. And now you are working in an intern in for a company. So what does your job profile specify?
So as an intern, I get to do all kind of works, like how you start to design your any building, whatever comes to our farm, as for example a residential building. How do you actually start designing? How do you actually plot the size of the area, the plot you have, and then you mainly the measurements, the how to plan, what are the spaces you need to provide. These all kind of works only we have to do mainly.
Okay. Now one question I will put from my side. So, what is the base? Is there any difference between the civil engineering degree and architecture? Because what you are saying, in most of the cases, for a civil engineer, he will also go to the particular field. He will also do measurements, and you are also saying you will also do measurement. So, what is the basic line of difference between a civil engineering and a bachelor of architecture degree?
Okay, so as architects, what we do is we design a building. We also see the aesthetic part of the building,
Okay.
not just we design a simple room and just okay, for a client we will design this room and we will leave it, or do the just do the structural part and leave. We don't do that. We actually take inputs from client, what they want their house to be, how do you want to stay, how they feel about that space. We jot down every details of what they want and then we design accordingly. We don't go for a simple structural cuboid or a box type design for everything. So that's the main difference basically. So we work on aesthetics, and mainly aesthetics as well as the design as well as the measurements. But for civil engineers they are strictly concentrated on the structural part of the design or building, you say.
Okay, okay. No, this
I'll
this
give you
this
a simple thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I say. Carry on.
So now there is a simple difference between the word house and the word home.
Okay.
Now we always say that this is my house, but then if you are working in an office and you are going back, you say I'm going back to my home. So home, basically a house with a feeling, is a home. So that's what we do. Matlab, we make a house a home for a person. We add that feeling to them, so that once they are inside their home they feel that yeah, this is my place, this is where I want to stay. Not just plain box rooms, just windows and doors. Not like that. We actually think of what they feel, how they want their space to be. That's how we design and present to them. So this is actually a simple way to understand what architecture
Yeah,
is
yeah,
basically.
excellent explanation. I must appreciate the way you presented. It's really it's clear now. The line of difference it's clearly visible. Okay, now in your entire curriculum or the courses you have undergone so far, so how is those subjects that you have studied in your entire curriculum is relevant to your job profile? Are they really relevant?
Yeah, they are relevant. See, certain times when as students we think that why are we studying these
Yeah,
subjects?
yeah,
We might
obviously.
not need them in any of our fields in future. For example, I'll tell you, in my course architecture, we have history of architecture where we need to study Roman architecture, Greek architecture, French architecture. And while studying, I used to think, why do I need to study all this? What will they help me? But right now, I understand while working that the aesthetics, the thinking process they had in their time is actually helping me to grow and design more relevant buildings of my time. Means their design were to suit the place and the atmosphere of their time, and that is the reason I can understand the atmosphere and relevance of my design in my time. So this is actually so I can only say that every subject that we study in the whole curriculum actually helps somewhere. But certain times, yeah, as students we think that this is of no use, but actually they help.
Okay.
Even for estimates, the cost calculation, how, why do you need that? But right now in my when I'm working as an intern in a project, in a real project, I get to understand that we can think beyond limits. We can think of designing a building to a like a museum or great design we can bring out. But then in real life we cannot do it because we have a lot of restrictions like cost, the area. So we
Area.
need to bring down them to a certain level. That's where you need to put all your learnings that you have studied for the whole 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as this course is one of the fastest course growing course, so when if a student who is want to pursue his career in this particular field, so what are the examinations that he need to clear in order to pursue the Bachelor of Architecture degree?
Okay, so first of all, JEE mains paper 2, that's specifically for architecture. And if you qualify that, then go for the next level exam, that is NATA. For my time, when I did JEE mains, there NATA was not compulsory for a student to pursue architecture. But right now, COA, that is Council of Architecture, have uh, have made it compulsory to
Compulsory.
for all students to actually pass NASA. You have to pass NASA and then only NATA, and then only you can pursue architecture. So these are the two exams mainly.
Okay, okay. Okay, and now a bit related to academics. I think you have done undergoing some projects all over your curriculum. I hope you are pursuing some projects. So in selecting that particular projects, okay, what are your views in selecting the topics specifically? Because in most of the cases, students finds difficulties in choosing a particular topic, whether it is going to be a market relevant, whether it is going to be academics related. So what are your views in selecting those particular projects? Because projects play a great role while facing an interview or getting a job.
Yeah, so according to me, I can say that in my whole 5 years course, we were asked to deal with all kind of structures like residence, institute, hospitals, uh, then shopping malls, riverfront developments, etc. So at the end, when you actually choose a project for yourself and show it in front of a client, and in order to prove that you can actually do good in that, you need to first identify what are your positive points and what are your negative points. Then only you can understand. In all these 5 years, I have understood for myself that I am actually good in planning a house or a residence or an institutional building mainly, where I can actually feel the need of everything and then design. And that is the reason I mainly work for those kind of projects. And some might be more interested in landscape architecture, how to actually design a park, how to actually design a scene. So accordingly, according to your positive sides, you have to do the projects and present it in front of the clients and the markets.
Okay. Now, standing at 16th August 2020, so this corona pandemic has changed a lot of things. Okay, so and you are also at an intern at a particular company or a particular farm. So you are at a ground zero. So what do you think that the market condition of your particular field, whether it is got affected? What are the chances of future development after this corona pandemic?
So right now, the only thing that I can imagine is the standard of architecture. I mean, the market of architecture is going to fall for a little bit at least, because right now people will won't be so interested in investing money for any structures or do any upcoming structures, because everything everywhere it's always the work from home. For example, I'll say, if even someone is thinking of doing of building a office building for someone, for the clients or any
Company.
people, they'll be thinking like, why will I build that? Because every time these people, the clients or the students or the employees, they won't be coming, because it's always the work from home, and you don't know for like for in the next 1 year where will we stand as an India, where will we stand, because might be we will continue our work process from our home only. So architecture will fall a little bit, but then people will start building once everything become normalized. So this is what I think now.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I got your point. Now, this, as you mentioned, the work from home. I think you are also doing from work from home. Are you doing work from home, or you have to visit?
No, I have to go to office every day.
Okay, then you are safe, I think, because work from home concept is now it's a case of irritating because calls comes then and there. Okay, there is no chance. That's why I asked you whether you are doing work from home or now. Okay, that's not let's keep it aside. Now, what are your views on doing higher education?
Uh, See, in the field of architecture, after you complete your Bachelor of Architecture degree, you can easily get a job in any of the good firms and continue doing being there as an architect, doing new projects, and keep doing it for like 5 to 10 years. But if you actually want to gain more knowledge on that subject, you can also shift to master for pursuing your master degree. But once you do the master degree, it's a little tough to get jobs, because every firm wants might be they cannot pay so much for obviously to a master student. Like if I am a bachelor student and I'm joining a firm, they'll pay me But if I actually have higher degree, master degree, and then I join a firm for, they'll think, okay, now he or she is
At a higher
he or
degree,
she
so I
is
should have
so
to pay
much
more.
qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are so much qualified. Is it possible for me to pay them according to their scale?
It is.
So master after master degree, if you actually do master degree, you can actually go to research kind of jobs. You can be a research assistant, or rather than you can pursue PhD and complete one whole paper. So these are difficulties are there. But you need to think what you actually want. You want to actually gain knowledge, or you actually want to do practical work in the real world and see how everything works.
Okay. Okay, you have faced, I think, you have got this job after getting an interview. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so just can you share your experience? What are the probable questions that you faced or your interview experience?
So my okay, in general, I'll tell you, for architecture students to get a job, there is a thin line of misunderstanding. That is, everyone thinks like other engineering courses, they get a campusing from their own college. In architecture, we don't have campusing. So
Okay.
every fourth year student, they have to make their own portfolio and a CV of all the works they have done from the first semester to the last semester. And that portfolio they need to present to all the firms they want to join, or they want to work with. Now, those firms will select and they'll call you and tell, okay, we really liked your portfolio. We want you to join our firm. Now, you have to decide which firm you will join. After you do that, they'll have a face to face interview. And then this is how we actually get a job, and also for internship. This is also available for internship. So in my case, I did my portfolio. I presented to the firm. Now the firm liked it. They called me for the interview. I went, and questions were like, uh, what do you see yourself in next 5 years?
General
Why
HR
why did you
questions.
pursue? Yeah. Why did you pursue architecture? Why do you think that you can do better than others? What unique points you have in yourself that makes you stand out of everyone? Such intellectual questions will only come to you when you actually go for an interview, because they know that you can work, you know how to plan, you know how to design everything. They want to know that whether you can actually do something good for their firm, or make yourself stand out of everyone. These are the type of questions we get in the interview actually.
Okay, Manusita, it's a very interactive session with you because this particular field I am also not aware of it. So after this, I also came to know about many episodes. So if now someone asks me about architecture, at least I will be in a position to suggest him. Okay, you do this. Okay, so it's a very interactive session with you.
So
Say.
yeah, actually, I want to share a uh, I actually want to share the experience with you.
Yeah,
See,
sure.
I never wanted to study architecture. Like,
Okay.
I never knew of architecture.
Okay.
I all knew that I don't want to study any mainstream bachelor honors course. So my father asked me to give the engineering exam, that is JEE mains. So in case I just filled the form and replaced paper one with paper two. I didn't knew that time also that it is architecture. So after I actually checked and I started reading about and studying about architecture, I got that interest. And after that, when I actually knew that, okay, I don't need to study much, I need to actually think and feel everyone what they are feeling about their place. That is where I got the interest. Because in architecture, you don't expect that you will study continuously for 5 6 hours and the next day go and give your exam. No, in architecture you have to actually concentrate and work continuously. Might be
Creative.
on laptop, might be with sets continuously, like for 24 hours. It might be like we also have like skipped our dinners, lunch, work for hours, late nights, everything. And then next day morning you run to your college and give your vivas and everything. So don't expect a very peaceful, nice, happy life, because if you actually pursue architecture and want to make yourself stand out of everyone, you need to work hard. This is not something you can go and
Yes.
enjoy.
Yes.
You have to
Obvious.
work hard. That is how
Obvious.
I feel. I'm really happy with my
Yeah.
choice actually.
Yeah. Okay. So I will come up with the last question for this session. So, what is your views of being a part of this show, and what will be your message to the audience?
Okay, I'm really thankful you invited me to talk about my subject, my experience in architecture, because I guess for this generation, most of the students are confused after giving their 12th
Exactly.
exam that what will they actually pursue. Because for me, I thought I'll be pursuing computer science or chemistry honors, but then I ended up here. So it's actually important for everyone to know what are the subjects that we can pursue after 12th. And the idea of doing a kickstart, the way you have presented it to the audience, I guess it's a great thing. Like, you're actually helping students, and also their families to actually understand what will they be after, if even they pursue this course. So I guess from every audience, I'm saying thank you to you for such a good initiative.
Okay, thank you, Anusrita. It's been a wonderful session with you. And I'll ask the audience to have a view to it. Yeah, I will ask the audience to have a view to it, because this particular field is the students are pursuing. So you will get a much elaborate view of what she told. You will get he gave an entire explanation of what you will be going to learn in those 5 years. So that's all for today. If you have any kind of queries, suggestions, please reach us through comment section. We will try to solve out as soon as possible. And that's all for the present episode. We will meet in the next episode. Thank you.